Hi, Sean.
Hi, Jack.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I hope you can't hear anything in the background. We've got a tree surgeon outside who's cutting stuff and putting it through a shredder.
No, you're good.
Okay,
Is that your tree?
No, it's not my
can
tree.
hear him.
Yeah, Sara can hear it. I did try. I went to the top of the house to see if I couldn't get connection though. So if you do hear a rumbling in the background, that's what it is. It's something being.
We'll try not to harbour a grudge.
Oh, very
Yes.
good. Oh, that's excellent.
Bravo.
Excellent.
I think we should just. I think we need to just be. We need to come clean and be honest here, Jack, to our listeners.
I think so. Yeah, I think there's something that needs to be explained to our listeners, isn't there?
Yes, Sara.
Oh no, I have to make a confession now. I'm really sorry. I'll start by apologising. Yes, there's a couple of lost episodes.
Yes. Yeah. Look, this is really bad luck for you because you do all the hard work, all the heavy lifting on
All
the
of
podcast. And I mean, look, a mistake was made, and something. You were doing some work with Sarah Cox, weren't you? And
Well, what it was, I was trying to show her how to use the system that we use.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, I'll just delete that demo.
Right.
And then what I did was delete some of our recordings instead.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So out there are some lost episodes, some lost tapes, and maybe we were saying before, perhaps Peter Jackson or something in decades to come will recreate using AI what the episodes might have sounded like.
The episodes that we never heard at the time, but my goodness,
yes.
Look at this treasure that could have been.
But until then, we're gonna have to try and cope.
Yeah. And well done for not blaming Sarah Cox, because that would have been my go-to. I would say, she got carried away, started pressing knobs and stuff. That I said, no, leave that. And before I knew it, the whole thing had been wiped.
Oh no! Trust me to do someone a favour and end up giving myself extra work and then wasting your time. I'm so sorry. I do apologise.
Not at all. So anyway, we
Can anyone remember what we talked about on those lost episodes?
Well, wasn't there a thing about, because you had the episode with your cat at the window, didn't you? A cat at the window, Sean, in your new house.
Well, so Mildred came round for the day in the new flat. She's currently staying at Grace's parents still, whilst we just settle in with the two kids, the new family. I don't even know if that is in the lost tape. Do our listeners know that there's a new baby in town?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes, we actually, I think we caught a glimpse of Casper as well, and so I apologise for that.
There was a picture.
We completely skipped over the fact that you've had a new baby.
Yeah.
Right. So Mildred's been kind of kept at bay for the meantime. I do miss her very much. As soon as I get the chance, I'm actually going to go to Grace's parents just to say hello.
Sure.
Actually,
because
it's been a little while, and I don't want her thinking that that's it. We're gone.
Oh no, you can't have that. She'd be thinking, oh, that was nice, wasn't it? He got me, started a podcast about me, and now I'm just being dumped somewhere else. Can't it? That's showbiz,
Exactly.
Mildred. That is showbiz.
Precisely. So Mildred came around for the day, and this cat upstairs, which we talked about, and I was warned about by the neighbours upstairs, said that the people that used to live here would let the cat in, open the front door and let the cat in, and so the cat uses my home as a kind of thoroughfare to get from the street to the back of the houses.
Yes, I see. Okay.
So she'll come at the window and be like, right, okay, can you let me through now?
Can you let us in?
Yeah. So I can get through into the back. And so she did this, and Mildred went absolutely nuts. Was not happy that the cat was trying to get in.
I'm not surprised.
I think I filmed it, didn't I? I filmed some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
we'll have to share that.
We'll put that on the Instagram. But that's going to be very confrontational, I think. We're going to have to sort that out. That cat's going to have to learn very quickly that this is no longer a kind of access point to get to the back of the
not how
house.
It can happen, because it's not fair on Mildred, is it? She's not going to like that at all.
No way.
No.
And I don't think Mildred is... we've had a lot of guests on, and I know you once had this, Jack, where you were in a situation where you did have both cats and dogs. Is that right?
Yes, we have a long time ago. Yeah.
Yes. So, but Mildred is just simply not that dog.
No.
That is not going to happen.
I think most dogs wouldn't take to it at all. How is Juniper with cats, Sara?
No, she's not into cats either. No. If she sees one, it's almost like as bad as a squirrel. She might want to run after it.
Yeah. No,
but that video is so funny, Sean, because the cat's at the window going, "But I'm friend-shaped," and it's not being allowed in. So I did feel really sorry for it.
Yeah, I know. It did look like it was like, come on, we can be friends, can't we?
But that's not going to happen. So I feel very sorry for the cat. But I tell you what I did do, just quickly, there was this little trend. I don't know how big this trend was, but I saw it online that people were putting into our old friend Chat GPT photos of their dogs.
Yes.
And then saying, change this dog into a human.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get to see what your dog would look like as a human.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't great for the podcast, but you can see this on YouTube, or I'm sure we'll post it on Instagram. So I put the photo in of Mildred.
Yes.
And it asked for some other details, some describe, to get the sense of personality.
Yes.
So, I put high energy, overprotective, loving, caring. I forgot one detail about Mildred that was quite crucial. So here's Mildred as a human being.
So that's really not fair on the listeners, but it looks like, first of all, it's clearly a male around the age of 30 or something.
Yeah.
Not dissimilar to how you look, if I'm honest. I mean,
could be a brother.
At a glance, it could be. It's very similar. That's extraordinary.
I left out the huge detail that Mildred is, of course, a girl. So I did it as a girl. Very sweet. That's Mildred. Very pretty.
Okay. Aww. That's quite nice. Aww. Yeah. That's fair. Oh.
There you go. Has anyone else done that, or is that just me on my own?
That's just you with too much time on your hands, I think. I haven't.
But I did make us into dolls.
You did,
so that's on our Instagram as well. So yeah, Chat GTP is making us quite happy at the moment, isn't it? With all its little extra things it can do.
It's getting a lot. Yeah. We're getting a lot of mileage out of it. It's I don't know how much. Dear me. I guess everyone can do that though, can they? Where do you go to do it?
Yeah.
Do you put into Google ChatGPT and then go onto the website or something?
Yeah,
well,
you have to.
Yes, download the app, though.
Oh, or you can just do it on the internet.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I haven't got the app.
There's an app, is there? Okay, yeah. Well, I won't be doing that.
How's Dolly?
Yeah, she's really well. We've got Nelly staying actually at the moment, so
lovely.
Yeah, so because Ben and Phoebe are doing up their house, and they occasionally come and stay over while it's all getting a bit messy. But Dolly does this thing where in the middle of the night she'll start barking because I think she just remembers that Nelly's there, so she'll just sort of suddenly, shout out, say, "All right, Nelly," and it just wakes us up. So it's a little bit annoying. But, she's fine. She's fine. She's really good, on very good form.
Remind us, where does Nelly sleep?
Nelly is in with Phoebe and Ben, so that's okay. But sometimes if they're not there, Nelly will sleep on the bed with us as well, which is quite sweet. She's very, well-behaved and thinks it's like, I've got to be on top form here. Yeah.
Oh,
and Dolly doesn't mind that then.
No, she's actually happier with that. I think she's more relaxed knowing that. Maybe she worries where Nelly is. It's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the other thing is that we took Dolly again to have her nails done, her claws done, because they're getting a bit long. And now it's a standard thing. She has a little bit of a trim, a haircut, and then Lucy at the parlour just takes her out the back, and the claws get done. And she comes back like shrugging her shoulders like it's not a big deal. You know.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It really is good, actually. It's great. Yeah.
And that's all because, if I remember correctly, because the problem was actually you and Jane staying.
I think it probably was. I think this is the lesson learnt here is that actually, you know, we had to be tough about it and just hand her over, which is counterintuitive, especially with a tiny dog like that. Hand her over and let someone who knows what they're doing just get on with it. And it literally takes 3 minutes and it's done. And then she comes back. She's all pleased with herself, and we're happy that it's happened. So that's a little bit of a hurdle that we've got over. Thankfully, it's really good thing. Yeah,
that's good to hear. And before we look at the emails, obviously Easter is coming up.
Yes, it is.
And Jack, do you have any Easter jokes? Because I've got a joke here in the style of Jack D.
Oh no! Go on.
So here we are, Chat GPT telling an Easter joke in the style of Jack D. I tried to do an Easter egg hunt for the kids this year, but I hid them too well. 3 hours later, I found one in the toaster. I don't even remember putting it there. The kids were crying. My wife said it was a disaster. I call it a metaphor for life.
Oh, that's really poor, that is, isn't it? That's feeble. But when the kids were younger, we did do an Easter egg hunt in the garden.
Did you?
Well, this brings us way back into the podcast now, because I put little eggs around in the garden and we did clues and stuff. I wrote out clues, little rhyming couplets.
Oh, wow.
Couplets. And, and then Barney went out and found all the eggs and just ate the whole lot. You know, that was our dachshund with a very keen nose for chocolate.
Wow.
Yeah. So all the kids ended up looking for tin foil in the garden. Go out and see if you can find. That's the new game this Easter. Go and find some tin foil.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And was Barney okay after the chocolate? Do you remember I messaged you the other day?
He was indestructible. Barney was really with that kind of thing.
Oh, brilliant!
And how he can unwrap them as well. That's what always got me. He's just like, you know, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. Just anyway, the whole lot were gone.
Oh, that's superb. I panicked the other day because I remember I messaged you. I think Mildred had 3 Maltesers, and I was panicking.
That's right. Yeah. No,
she was fine.
I think it's not. You know, they mustn't have chocolate regularly, but if they accidentally eat some chocolate, you know. And Barney as well. He made his way through a whole box of chocolates at one point. There's a photo, someone must try and find it, of him on the sofa with all the little, you know how the chocolates in a box come in those little sort of cups, those little paper cups they're sitting in.
Yes.
And he's just surrounded by all of those. I had the whole lot, all of them. A load of soft centres.
Somehow managed to build the toy that came with the egg.
Done.
Oh, lovely.
So, we've got emails. Should we?
Yes, we do.
Nice one from Sue in Horsham. And she says, "Hi, everybody. Loved hearing about Jack's hand signal to the cameras in London on your 100th episode. The Google Earth cameras were in my area while my son was walking our dog, Maisie, a working Cocker Spaniel. When we looked online a few months later, the camera caught him several times on his route, including picking up a poo and then later heading towards the bin. Evidence that he actually does scoop the poop. I enjoy listening to Oh My Dog while I'm on my dog walks. Thanks for all the laughs." That's from Sue in Horsham. Yeah, well, that alludes to something I confessed to on my way up to our live broadcast that we did from the studio. I was at King's Cross, and one of those Google cars went past that films all the street views. And as it went past me, I had a momentary kind of lapse of adulthood, and did a V sign as it went past.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I actually think your true colours came out there. I think that's what actually happened.
It'll be pixelated, but there will be me doing the V sign.
Oh, brilliant. You've got to look out for that.
I know, yeah.
Yes. If someone has a lot of time, you can try and find Jack on the way to King's Cross. That'll be great. We've got one here this is from Graham and Carol, who say, "Hi Jack, Seann and Sara. We really enjoy the show, in particular the pre-show banter, so the no guest specials are a particular highlight." There you go. Sorry, guests.
Yes. I'll let Jimmy Carr know.
A potential topic for the podcast. This is good. Yes, what music does your dog like? As a result of having a playlist we played when playing with our 8-year-old Collie Lab Cross, recognises and responds to specific tracks. His favourites are Mumbo No. 5, Shakin' Stevens, This Old House, and Wham! Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
Yeah, it's Mambo No. 5, isn't it? It's not Mumbo.
Yeah.
You said Mumbo.
What did I say?
You said Mumbo.
Did I?
Mumbo No. 5. That's okay. Mambo No. 5.
I've always said Mumbo No. 5.
Really?
Well,
that's
I've always
wrong.
said that.
That's obviously why the DJ doesn't play it for you. But
Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yes.
That's it. That's the song. Yeah, yeah. You know how to sing it, and you know the words. Although the words are just numbers, but you can, Anyway, it is Mambo.
I'm sure it says Mambo No. 5, but you've been saying Mumbo.
Yeah.
Mumbo. Okay.
So there was a collie dog who apparently enjoys music that old people dance to at weddings. And so it would be interesting to know what other sort of exclusive tastes our dogs have in music. As I say, Dolly likes classical music. She likes, Jane puts on Radio 3 for her. And Dolly lies on the bed listening to that and seems to like it.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's what we put on if we pop out. That's what Mildred gets as well.
Classical music, interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
How about Juniper?
Yeah.
Well, I just leave the TV on for her, so she's usually watching This Morning.
Ah, right, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when you get back, is she saying, "Can you turn it off, please"?
She's telling me what coupons we can get to save some money.
Well, good stuff.
Okay, we have one last email.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Judy, who says, "Hi everyone, I am a Londoner now living in the San Francisco Bay Area. I am grandma to a rescue puppy. All the joy, but none of the work. Your recent episode where Jason Byrne talked about his cat's tail falling off made me laugh out loud. I had a cat who got into some cat oil and licked all the fur off his leg, leaving him a bald leg. Ow!
Yeah.
He then disappeared, and I spent several days calling the Humane Society, asking if they had any black cats with one bald leg. He did eventually find his way home, though. Keep up the great work, Judy Holt."
Well, thank you, Judy. That's I don't know what cat oil is. Do you?
I think it might be car oil. Might be a typo.
Car oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless in America, maybe in San Francisco, it's a thing that they get cat oil for the cat. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know why you would do that, but car oil, yeah.
Well, anyway, it's taken off all of the cat's leg hair.
Yeah. Well, obviously, being a cat, we're not that bothered, but
yeah.
but thank you, Judy, for sending that in anyway, and lovely to have a rescue puppy. And I wonder how that's getting on.
Well, Judy will be pleased to know that we actually have more from Jason Byrne today.
So we do, yeah.
Because he wouldn't shut up.
He had so much to say.
Or he had so much to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or as you put it, he wouldn't shut up, yeah. We decided, it went on and it was all very good stuff, I thought, wasn't it? It was fun talking to this great Jason. So we thought we'd do another half of what he came up with. He's probably still talking to his computer now, isn't he? Thinking we're listening.
Yes, so here you go. Enjoy part 2 of Jason Byrne.
How are you? You all right?
Hi, lads. Hi, Jack, Seann.
It's good to see you. Yeah. Is it a lock-in where you are, or do you seem to be are you in a pub? There's a dartboard behind you, or is that just your supposedly where you do all your writing?
Listen, I've had dartboards well before Luke Littler and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I watch it from the. Like, this is the thing that all my kids are all going, "Oh yeah, Dad, you should play darts," and going, "What the literally, he hasn't a clue who Jockey Wilson is or Eric Bristow or any of those lads that were amazing.
No.
And Sky put in a couple of songs in a room, and now darts is the best thing ever.
Yeah, I think when you start talking about, dart players aren't how they used to be, you do start to sound quite old all of a sudden, Jason.
Jason's bitter about the darts.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Zelensky's just, it might be World War III coming up, and I'm going, but nobody knows Eric Bristow. Jesus.
I'm just going to interject with, I'm going to disappear.
Okay.
But Jason, just a little gentle reminder that
hang on for starters, why your camera is literally the best, and our 3 cameras are fucking going. Jack looks like he's coming from a different dimension.
Yeah.
Light is spilling all over Seann. Mine looks like yeah, you're right, Jack. So.
Just a little gentle reminder that we don't swear on the podcast.
Yeah. We're gonna.
Why? Because you might offend dogs.
It's We like to think it's family friendly. We don't want children in the car going, why is the Irish person saying naughty things?
What?
Oh my God! Sure, no problem. Well, I don't have to swear, so don't worry.
Thank you, Jason.
I don't want to take away from anything, but
no,
we
got the swear out. That's grand.
Yeah, I can bleep those ones. That's fine. Anyway, I'm going to disappear now, guys, and you can carry on.
Yeah.
Okay. There was a lot of dogs around when I was a kid. Because nobody walked dogs. Not a single human walked a dog.
They just walk themselves, do they? The dogs.
Yeah, you open the door and the dog just ran out into the housing estate. There was like packs of them walking around. It was like insane. And so there was one dog at the top of our road called Smokey, and instead of the owners being, I don't know, fined or being, you need to train that dog or whatever. Whenever you ran by the house, Smokey would run out and try to attack you.
Yeah,
so he wouldn't actually bite you. He'd nearly bite you. Those dogs. He was smart, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And our mums and dads, the advice wasn't, let's try and put him down or get rid of him or move him or different owners. My mum used to say, when you get to that house, run. I was like, what? Run as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Right, and that was on the way to school. You just see kids approaching that driveway and just going, run! And the dog would come out, run, run, run. So the dogs, dogs are just, because there's no boundaries for those dogs in the 80s, they ran their little kind of territories. Yeah. They were like cats, I suppose. They're like, oh, this is my area, I run this.
Sure.
Yes.
Do what I want.
So did that inform your opinion now as an adult with the way you treat your dogs? Are you a lot soppier now? Are you?
Oh yeah, God. So I mean, well, my first dog, Soppy, which I had all the way and nobody gave away, was a Jack Russell called Sammy. And I loved that Jack Russell. Jack Russells are the most loyal dog to the owner.
Yeah, sweet dogs.
Not necessarily great to everybody else.
Yeah.
They don't like anybody else. But I used to hold him on my arm. I was probably about 14 or so, and he was like having a shotgun in your hand.
Yeah.
Because he was sitting my arm real gently. He's a very lovely little dog. Yeah. And if anybody even came near me, like he would just go like that. So it was like having a little dog. So I had him all the time. He was always at the end of my bed every night.
Yeah.
And but it was devastating though, because that was the first real kind of, oh my God, I was so upset when he died. He got run over by a car out on the road because again all the dogs were out. Yeah. He was actually with another dog. They were chasing, they used to just chase these cars. The dogs would go up and just chase the edge. And so I didn't know where he was. I was in school or something, and I came home, and my dad had said he brought him to the vet, and they had to put him down. Like,
what a shame!
So on we go then, and then we had, got married and moved into the house, got the kids, and then Which, I mean, I know loads of different dogs. They're all beautiful, but I got 2 King Charles.
Oh, they're nice. Yeah, lovely dogs.
Oh my God. You can put a King Charles around your neck and have it as a scarf and it'll just flop there. Yeah. It is the kindest, safest dog I've ever seen. I mean, that's when you look at a dog like that and you go, how can anybody be cruel?
Yeah, I know.
To dogs. They're do you know what? There was a guy called Andy Cope. I don't know if you know Andy Cope. He's a professor of happiness. Jack, you would love him. And
we'll get his number.
Yeah, well, he's the only professor. He's the only professor in the world that has a qualification in happiness. Happiness but to be fair to him, which is funny, he does say, "Can you imagine the studies that had to go into that, Jason, for 5 years? I had to talk to happy people for 5 years, and it's not great." Yeah. So he had a great slogan, and he said, "Be the person your dog thinks you are."
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is just a great
It is a nice one, isn't it? Yeah, it is a nice one. Yeah.
Because when you come in, like, literally doesn't matter what you do, your dog just looks at you and goes, "Oh, I don't mind it. I think you're great. You're brilliant." So
they think you're a hero. You do, don't they?
Yeah. So these King Charles that we had, they were Jessie and Sonny. Jessie was a King Charles that was brown and white, the traditional type. And then Sonny was much smaller. He hadn't grown fully. He had like almost stunted growth, and he was all tanned. Do you ever see them? Like little teddy bears. They're like really beautiful dogs.
Okay, yeah.
And I would walk him, and people would offer to could they buy him off me and stuff. I mean, he was very unusual. Very unusual.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we had them for a while. Jessie just got old. Mm-hmm. And the problem with those dogs is they get breathing problems.
Yeah.
On a kind of lung and kidneys carry on, and they just start to But it's so hard, isn't it? When
it is hard. Yeah.
And you're looking at the dog and you're looking at his eyes and you're going, I don't think he minds being alive. I think he's all right. And the vet's going, he's really not. He's in absolute agony in there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is the saddest moment I've ever seen in my life. My son, who's 25 now, he was only he was only about 14 or 15. And he said, "Can I go in with the dog while they inject him?" And oh my God. Yeah. So it was the saddest image I've ever seen. He had his chin on Jessie's paws, and they were just nose to nose, and he just went to sleep then.
So that's a lovely way for the dog to go.
Yeah, just right to the very end. I mean,
totally loved and cherished. That's what you want for them. Yeah. Are you going to get another dog for yourself, Jason? Are you?
Yeah, I will. I mean, not yet, because I'm back and forth too much. I don't have anybody here to watch a dog.
Yeah. Okay.
So Sonny, the other one that I had after, which kind of lived after Jessie. Sonny went. Even though that's when I was married, because I'm now divorced. So I have a divorce situation. I've no one to look after the dog. But when I was married, Sonny would come everywhere. I'd bring Sonny to gigs and all, and put him in the chair and bring him everywhere.
Yeah.
But now I just travel around too much.
Yeah.
And I can't leave the country. So no. But if there's a better situation, it turns out I'm going to jump. Yeah, I'll get one. Do you know what I'd love? Maybe my father-in-law had a greyhound.
A retired greyhound, is it? Or
yeah, but just no noise, just chilling out.
They're very
really
relaxed dogs.
Beautiful dog to have around you, just gentle. And then he lived near a beach across the road. Oh my God. He'd bring that dog out and let it off the lead, and it would disappear down the beach.
Totally.
The speed of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's why you need these dogs. Just need constant looking after. But then, we had in our divorce dog, we had our last dog was Millie, which was a little dachshund.
Oh, sweet!
It was a miniature. Oh my God, that dog was something else.
Yeah,
they are. You cannot train them. They're so hard. They don't want to. I go, Millie, over here, and the dog would be looking at me going, nah. Not doing that. Even if you had food in your hand, go, what do you think? I'm stupid or something?
I know. I've
going over there.
We've had dachshunds, and Sara has a dachshund now, and I always think that they are obedient so long as they think what you're asking them to do is a reasonable idea. But if they don't get it, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm not doing that one.
I know. Like their teeth are razor. Like, right? Because I mean, maybe you could. Okay, so I don't know if this was you know the way everybody says dogs are bred for this reason, and it's just like Chinese whispers, and it comes out. You're like, what? So they said that sausage dogs were bred to hunt down rabbit holes, right?
Yes.
That's why they're long and skinny and all, and their teeth are so strong that they'll just rip a rabbit's head off.
Wow.
So the thing is, and our Millie had this, which was really weird. She had no smell, no dog smell. If you held Millie up to literally, if you're holding her in your arms, and you smell her back or her head, she didn't smell like it. There's no wet dog, there's no dog. Yeah. So they said that's why they went down rabbit holes. The rabbit had no idea.
Yeah, I overheard someone talking about dachshunds, and it was a couple, and he was saying to his wife, says, "No, dachshunds, it's a German breed, and their Dax is German for roof, and they're bred to go on the roof of the house and empty the gutters out and stuff." And I always felt like saying, look, I shouldn't have been eavesdropping. I shouldn't have overheard. It's none of my business, but I can absolutely guarantee what you said is nonsense.
Yeah, absolutely. No, what the hell?
But I do think they were. I heard they're bred for badgers, actually, the big ones, the standard size.
Yeah, well, that would make sense going down into the
to get down the hole. Yeah,
and it means that they do have big lungs for such a small dog because they've got such a long body. But that was. I don't know how much truth there is in that.
But the weird thing is if you put a dog in a room and put somebody outside it and let the dog bark, unless you were an owner of a sausage dog, you'll have no idea what dog is behind that door. Because they're able to go like this. They're able to go, roo,
oh, yeah, they're
like
huge.
That.
Yeah, I know.
Going,
the voice.
What the hell is in there? Is that a Labrador? And next minute there's this thing in the corner. Because they are great guard dogs. Whenever anybody, a car or anybody came even within distance of it, it would just be like, But what's lovely about her, though, what Millie used to do was, if you're watching the telly on the couch, she'd go in behind your back and go down the back of the sofa. Literally, that's where she wanted to be. And you'd have to be careful because she'd just have her nose out the back. The back where the cushion is.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, because they like to be underground. They like to be buried.
Oh, okay.
So it's mad, like, it's just like this stuff. But so in that was in the countryside where I lived, right? Yeah. But when I moved in, I had another pet I forgot to tell you about, which was my pet rat. I loved them.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's not for me, mate.
No, I didn't.
What are
you
on about?
I didn't pick him up, Sean. I didn't pick him up. Right? He was right, and no people go, "What are you on about, Jason?" We had a big tree beside the house, and when I moved in about a week later, just seeing this rat come out of the tree, like big, There's countryside rats and there's town rats. Town rats are just darker and they just live underground more and in sewers and crap. Countryside rats are not so much that. They're out and about a bit more.
They've got a tan.
Yeah. He did look healthier.
Yeah.
Right? He got out of the tree and he kind of stood looking around. And I was looking out the window and he stood up on his hind legs and he looked at me.
Yeah.
As if to go, who's this now in this house? I don't know you guys. And his fur was blowing in the wind. Now it looked like
oh my God, you're not going to say a beautiful lady rat.
No, it might have been.
Oh, beautiful hair.
It might have been a beautiful.
His eyes were glowing in the sun.
His beautiful teeth and his flappy. So basically he was going in and out of the tree and all. And then my wife then said, we can't have that big rat around the house with the little children. And I says, but he's just a country rat. Leave him. Let's just leave him. So I didn't know. She called in one of the rat catchers.
Right.
So then he came in and the rat disappeared. I was like, oh, that's a bit of a shame. And then your man picks up a rat in his hand. He goes, yeah, got him. And I said, that doesn't look like the rat. Didn't look like him.
Didn't look like him. Okay, so it's a different one.
No.
Probably when he brought with him in the back of his van. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I bet they do.
Yeah, got him.
Yeah.
So I know about a week later, and there's me having a cup of coffee, looking at the window, and out he comes out of the tree, and he's almost looking at us, going, "Did you try and kill me? Don't try and kill me."
But you are right. We had a rat outside in the country. We had a crabapple tree out there. and the apples, little tiny apples, are all quite nice and coming out. And there's this little rat just sitting on the branch, and he picked himself an apple. He's just nibbling away at it, and then he saw me watching him from the window, and he, what? I'm having an apple.
You've got to get one of your 5 a day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
whether you're a rat or a person, it doesn't matter.
It does show you how useless we are as humans. Like, for us to get out and get to that rat and get to him real quickly would take so long. So that's why they look at us. They go, "Oh, it's one of those useless humans. They do not move fast at all. It's like they crawl."
I want to bring us back to dogs, Jason, and I want
sorry,
to.
the dog.
It's okay.
Yay.
But before you go, we ask this with all of our guests. Do you let your dogs, when you've had them, kiss you on the mouth?
What do you mean, like, when they put their paw behind?
No, like when they kiss you in a little. When they put their paw behind your head. No, not like Lady and the Tramp when you're eating spaghetti together.
Yeah.
No, just around the kind of mouth chinny area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so. Yeah, I'm trying to think because some of the dogs did that, but I was fine with that. I didn't overdo it. Overdo it.
It's all right. No one's accusing you of anything.
Yeah,
just
don't worry.
It's okay. I didn't mind. Because you know who never did it was Millie, the dachshund. She
didn't want to. Okay.
No, they're sniffers. They just sniff. They literally don't stop sniffing. They go sniff. And
sweet.
Sure, they probably thought they're not going to kiss a human. They probably thought that was gross.
Yeah.
But no, it wouldn't mind. It doesn't bother me. And Cody, the dog I actually rescued, when I went down to see how he was to bend down, he just got me straight away on the mouth. I didn't even know him.
It's like a big thank you from Cody.
I didn't even know the dog.
Thanks for saving me. Jason, it's been an absolute pleasure.
It has.
Thank you so much for coming on.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, okay, good stuff. Here we are.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
There's Sara with Juniper the Dachshund.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, Millie was not like
gorgeous. That. Yeah.
She's a
My dog
beautiful
would not let you do that.
I wouldn't
really?
let you pick him up.
Not hold for that long. She'd be right on your mouth now, sniffing your head big time.
Okay, right, yeah. Yeah,
she's gorgeous though.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Nice one. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Jason.
I'm going off to see if I get a date with the lady vest.
Yes, I bet you are.
Right. I'll talk to you soon, guys.
Lots of love, Jason.
Bye.
Good to see you. Take care.
See you,
Bye.
mate.
The wonderful Jason Byrne there. When will it ever end? No, absolutely fantastic. The wonderful Jason Byrne, brilliant comedian. And, great chat.
I was reminded with our dachshunds in the past, they do have ferocious sounding barks. And they're pretty scary because especially the standards are big dogs, they're like sawn off Dobermans really. And they are fairly big. We once ordered a takeaway and the guy turned up on his moped. And when he was at the front gate, I opened the front door and our dogs came running out, and the guy with the helmet on, and he just threw the stuff over the gate at us. Just landed all over the front path, and he got back on his moped and went. It was, and they are noisy. They are noisy and quite scary if you're not used to dogs or if you don't like dogs. But that was not. They are. They're great dogs, though.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, thank you for listening to Oh My Dog. We love getting all these insights from our guests, and we hope you enjoy getting to know a different side of them through their love of dogs.
Yeah, so please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel at OMD Pod, and please do get in touch by emailing us at hello@omdpod.com, and find us on Instagram at OMDpod. You'll find loads of extra content and videos there, and you can send us your voice notes.
And don't, of course, forget to give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast to. And remember, a dog is for life, not just for podcasts.
Yeah.
I'll try not to delete this one.
Please.
Thank you.